So Jonathan Buddy, to be precise, the man who sent us all these invites, deceased, no longer alive the day after we arrived, coincidence or contrived. It seems we all have things to hide, but I digress. I must shed light on a detail overlooked by this den of crooks. No matter how you spin it, it's just too perfect. There was no struggle, all was quiet. No blood spatter, as if non-violent. Never awaken to the sounds of sirens. Come morning, cops pacing while staring like lions. They had their own ideas, but never had a clue how the pieces fit together in the setting in each room. I must confess that I'm impressed, but again I digress. There's so much more to digest. The suspects. See, Mikey loves Vivi, and there might be a few things we all know but don't speak frequently or openly. But skeletons are plenty, extortion familiar, blackmail descending. Upon this invitation it felt doom was impending. But someone is missing among us, miscreants. The face escapes me but feels most prudent. Another I don't know calls me deluded. It's confusing how this new face is even included. I'm certain somehow she has colluded with this plot so convoluted, accusations polluted. They had our own ideas, but we never had a clue how the pieces fit together in the setting in each room. I must confess that I'm impressed, but again I digress. There's so much more to digest. The motive, orphaned as a boy to inherit lots of wealth. John was tossed to and fro, you never know where he would land. But control was always out of that man's hands. So many others had their own plans. He found them out by circumstance. Somehow it feels he has a last laugh, and we're on the line to take the rap. He wasn't strangled nor bashed, nor savagely attacked. When carried away his effects are intact. It's just too perfect, and that's a fact. But who is this doctor, to be exact? And how does she fit into this act? Why is she here? That isn't clear. I need to figure it out fast. They have our own ideas, but they never had a clue how the pieces fit together in the setting in each room. I must confess that I'm impressed, but again I digress. There's a bit more to digest. The escape. She was there at the beginning of the night, but how convenient we're missing Mrs. White. Instead, Dr. Orchid's on the site, made a scene of the crime. There's not much time, she must be vanishing as each second's ticking by. How could I be so very blind not to see the slick design? She slid right in with cops and medics, putting doubts within their minds. But it all seems to trace back to Mr. White and his unassuming wife who fled the scene before cops arrived. I imagine poison laced his wine, that's why his face and body were fine. The noose wasn't for his neck, it was for mine, because I damn well ain't doing time for a crime that isn't mine. The knife for Vivi and Mike to pierce their hearts in a moment of fright. She took the revolver in case of a fight, then fled into the night. I know the path to get to the outside. A book on a shelf, just nudge it, it slides. In my hand, one lead pipe. Revenge on my mind. She had her own never had a clue how the pieces fit together in the setting of Who's Who. I must confess that I'm impressed, but again I digress. There's more to plan and things to do.